morning, guys. How are you today? And welcome to today's vlog. How have you been? What do you think of my makeup look today? I like it. I'm not good with makeup. Like, that's not really my thing. So I struggle to, try and blush and blend and whatever it's called. But today I was like, you know what, I'm going to make a little bit of an effort and try and have some makeup on my face. And I think I kind of liked it. My hair, something's going on with my hair. I'm going to do it in a couple of days. But yeah. So first of all, when I was putting the makeup on, I bought makeup from Charlotte Tilbury, right? I think I bought it like a very long time ago. A long enough time ago, but I really liked it. It's very weightless and all of that. But then when I opened it, I remember the day I actually bought it and I opened it for the first time, it sort of spilled. And at that time I blamed myself. I was like, maybe it's the way I opened it. I didn't open it properly, but it sort of spilled, and that was on the first day. And I put it on a few times and like the way it looks and all of that, but the packaging, the way it's packaged, the way it's contained, it's just gotten worse and worse and worse. I'm going to show you this, to be honest. I'm going to say this could be because I've kept the makeup for way too long. That could be the possibility why it's like that, but I don't know. First of all, I'm going to show you the concealer. Like, look at the concealer over there. That's like broken. So I possibly won't be able to use this for long. Like, it's just deteriorating. Now, let me show you the foundation. Are you ready for this? Like, the top has broken off as well. And that thing is stuck inside. I possibly can put a knife and try and get it out. I tried to get it out and I couldn't. But you can see all over here how much the foundation is, coming out. It just looks so messy, especially when you're traveling. I had bought it along with the primer, with this primer as well. But it looks so messy, especially if you're traveling. And I don't know, like, I paid 100, maybe more than 100 euro for these three things, for the concealer, the foundation, and the primer. So I love the product itself. I love the foundation itself. Just, I'm not so sure about the container. Okay, I think maybe it's time that I need to invest in another foundation. I think this time around I am actually going to try Fenty. I'm one of those people who doesn't like to have like a million foundations, in the house for no reason. But this time around I'm going to try Fenty. I've tried Black Opal previously, but that was when I was using the stick. At that time I thought it was fantastic until I was introduced to Charlotte Tilbury, which I really, really liked because it's weightless and everything. So this time around what I'm going to do is I am going to try and buy Fenty online and see if I can get some really good deals. I know that they have some and the prices are not too bad, to be honest. Usually what I've noticed is that the foundation itself is not bad. It's the primer. It's the primer that gets you. Does anyone know a really good primer actually that I can try? If you do, please comment below if you've had a primer that you've tried and you really liked. Baba's still sleeping. He woke up and then he had a nap again, so he's still sleeping, thank goodness. What I need to do is I need to film a quick video. So a couple of days ago I bought some stuff from Marks and Spencer. I bought a flower pot and I bought these picture frames. The flower pot came and some towels, and I bought some towels for the guests. The flower pot came and it had a little bit of a dent, and I contacted Marks and Spencer and they said they were going to send me another one and I could keep this one. And I was like, oh my gosh, score, because it had a little bit of a dent. Anyway, they then realized that it's not in stock, so they refunded me the money. So that was nice of them. But I just wanted to show you what it looks like. This is it in the pot. That's like an IKEA flower, if I'm not mistaken. It's nice and everything. I love it. I think I should have gone a size up and got like a bigger sized pot, but I like what it looks like. I'm going to get, you know, that fake moss to try and cover up to make it look more aesthetically pleasing. Frames on the other end came out, on the other hand, came out looking fantastic. So I bought them for 14 euro because they were on promotion. I was a little bit worried about that they would be too light in color, but they're actually perfect. And my husband and I put them up the other day. They came with instructions and everything. It was amazing. It was very easy to put up. It took time, but it was easy. You know, sometimes you buy something and installing it is like a nightmare. Sometimes when you buy IKEA stuff and it's like Lego and you want to off yourself by the end. No, this one was not like that. It was very easy to put up. And it came out looking fantastic as well. And I only bought the picture frames were 14 euro. Baba, what's wrong? What's wrong, my love? What's wrong, Baba? We need to fix this. This is not supposed to be like this. This is not supposed to be like this. As moms, sometimes we get so busy taking care of everything and everybody else that we forget to take care of ourselves. Sometimes I like legit forget to eat. The only reason why I remember to eat is only because I breastfeed, and then I start to feel a little bit dizzy, and then I'm like, okay, I need to eat something. Because I lost a lot of blood when I gave birth, my iron levels are very low. They were very low to begin with before I gave birth. I was on Galfa before, but after I gave birth, I think it's just gotten worse. I had to stay an extra day in the hospital because of that. They wanted me to stay more than just once a day, but I couldn't. I needed to go home. But anyway, I'm taking active iron to try and pick those up. What is it with our parents? Is it just my mom only who drink medication like this? Is it just my mom? Nobody else's mom? Comment below if your parents do the same thing when they drink. For leftovers, this actually looks really good. Okay, it's nothing like, you know, out of the world or anything, but it actually looks really good. Just mashed potato and some beef. I think it looks good. I'm going to be sneaky and I'm going to have this in the living room. I don't like to eat in the living room. You know, I just like to have the kitchen dining area for eating. But I'm going to eat this just so that I can watch a movie. I know it's bad. It's bad. Couple of years back, I went through a really bad breakup, and I remember that I was in such a bad place, and I would scroll the internet looking for quotes, like inspirational quotes or love quotes to give me hope and make me feel better. And I've got into this habit of reading these good inspirational quotes, and they would really help me out. So from time to time, I just like to look around and find a really good quote and just read and, just channel that positive energy in my life. Gosh, how things have changed. Okay, so the quote for today is: do what you can with what you have where you are. Theodore Roosevelt. And I thought this was pretty powerful. Do what you can. Like, if it's beyond you, don't worry about it. But if you can always do something with the little bit that you have. That actually reminds me, a friend of mine once said, if you can't do anything with something, you won't do anything with everything. Something like that. So do what you can with what you have where you are. The with what you have part, like everybody has something that they can do, produce something from it. Like a lot of times people think, oh, I can't do this because I don't have that. But you do have other tools and resources to, make your life a little bit better, make your life a little bit happier, make your life a little bit comfortable. Where you are, the where you are part. You know the saying that grass is always greener on the other side. I think that bit there, talks about that. I know that people who are in Africa want to live in somewhere else. People in Europe want to live in America or want to live in Africa. There's that thing that you always think that the person somewhere else is doing better than you, or even if it's not really the way as in the physical part or the geographical part, like even if when you're in a relationship and you see that couple that looks amazing together and loving together, and although you're in a really good relationship, you start to think that, oh, maybe if I was in that relationship I would be happier. Or even if you're in a job, when you get a job and you're working and already you start to think, I need to get a new job. Or you're in business, you're already thinking that, oh, you know what, I need to go into that. As human beings, I don't know, we're never satisfied with where we are. Like, it's not a bad thing to want to progress in life. I think when it comes to a point where you're never happy, when you're in a certain place, I think that's where, I guess we should draw the line.